Microphones on each side of the room. If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you. Good in the middle, right.
Coach, they were able to slow down the running game, season low 103 yards. What did they do defensively?
Well, you know, they just jumped into some 8-man front football, but we didn't execute as well as we should have, you know. But give them credit, they're good up front. You know, I told our offensive line, I thought their defensive line was part of the strength of their football team. And they did a great job, and you got to give them credit, you know. I mean, they played an outstanding football game, but we had our chance to go in there at the end and tie it 41-41, you know, and we fell about 4 yards short. So at the end of the day, I thought we did some good things offensively too. So anytime you score 34 with a chance to score 41, you can't sit back and say, oh, we just had a horrible day on offense. But, you know, they give their defense credit, did a lot of good things.
Hey, Coach, have you ever, in your time at Alcorn, seen a player like Tariq Cohen, and what were the keys to his success today?
Yeah, there's two that stand out. One other than him, Tariq, and the kid at Prairie View, the A-Bear kid at Prairie View. Those two players, to me, are really tremendous talents. Just made a lot of big plays, and if they get loose, they're gone, you know. And certainly, he was a difference maker in the football game. A couple times we thought we had him wrapped up, and he made a play. But you got to give great players credit, you know. I mean, he stood up and made big plays, and again, you know, I was proud of our effort. We gave ourselves, like I said, a chance there at the end, but just weren't able to capitalize.
Beyond his speed, what makes him so dangerous?
Quick, you know, quick, fast. That's about all it takes in this game. If you're quick and fast and explosive, you know, and he's got all three of those things. He really does. He's an outstanding back. It's hard to hem in, and got really good vision. You know, makes plays.
Coach, just talk about your team in the first half. Seemed like, you know, things weren't what they should have been, but in the second half, it seemed like it kind of came to life, and also that last drive, will of determination.
I thought we were going to win it on the last drive. I really did. I thought we were going to punch it in, and you know, I thought, you know, but we did. But you know, I'm so proud of this football team. One thing about our football team, and I can say this over the last 4 years, this has been a football team you can never count out. It doesn't matter if we're down 40-0. We seem to find a way with 3 minutes to go in the game and give ourselves a chance to win. And that's something as a football coach that makes me extremely proud, because we've had 4 or 5 games where we got down 20, 25, you know, even almost 30 points. And the next thing I know, it's the last drive of the game, and we're driving in with a chance to win the ball game. So you got to give these young men a lot of credit on our side. They fought hard. Certainly, we wanted the W. We didn't get it, but certainly extremely proud of them. They never quit.
Coach, can you talk about Lenore's footman? It seemed like in the first half, it took a little while for him to get his feet under him, if you will, in terms of the moment. Second half, totally different quarterback, field general making those plays. Did you sense, for lack of a better term, evolution in his play between first half and the second half?
I mean, he played good in the second half for sure. You know, sometimes you settle down. I don't know. Sometimes that happens in football. You know, you have a good half, you have a bad half. But Lenore's has been an outstanding football player for us, and again, did some tremendous things today, helping us come back, and like I said, giving us that final chance.
Right back.
And Coach, when the sting of this one kind of wears off back here, how would you describe this team, maybe compared to some others that you've had in the past, and just this season for you guys?
Well, it's been a good year. You know, I mean, anytime you gain your confidence and get a chance to play for a national championship. Last year we were fortunate enough to win one. This year we fell out short. You know, but at the end of the day, again, give North Carolina A&T all the credit. They came out there, they won the football game. It was a hard-fought game. It was, I think both teams, we gave, I think, the TV audience a pretty good show. I think they ought to be happy with the Celebration Bowl. Anytime a game goes down to the last 9 seconds, hopefully that will lead to bigger things for the Celebration Bowl, and hopefully both schools did their part in that journey of making this an outstanding football game.
Coach, hi. Talk about how important it was to see the fans travel to this game and how that shifted the momentum in the second half.
Well, our fans are great. We got the best fans in the world. They travel with Houston, travel to Atlanta. They show up, and that's one thing about Alcorn fans. You know, we're gonna come to the games, and it's amazing. So many times we play in these big ball games, we outdraw them. You know, we outdrew Southern, we outdrew Grambling, and now I think we outdrew North Carolina A&T. You know, and so one thing about the Braves, when we hit the road in a so-called big game, the fans come out, and just want to thank our alumni base and our fan base. So just wish we could have punched it in there at the end and give them something to cheer about tonight, but unfortunately we couldn't.
Coach, next one.
Hey, Coach, if you guys score a touchdown there, are you guys playing for overtime, or were you going to go for
Go for two. I already told them. I said we're going to score and go for two.
On the right.
Coach, just wondering, what is your team looking like for next year, and are you expecting good group of seniors and juniors coming back to see if you'll be here next year again?
We've got, of course, Lenoris is back, Marquise Warford is back, Aaron Baker, the running back is back. We've got a number of receivers. Charles Hughes made some good catches today. He's back. We've got probably 6 or 7 receivers that have all been really good football players for us back. Our starting quarterback's back. We got a running back back, and we lose Ragsdale. 3 of our 5 offensive linemen were seniors, so 2 of those 5 we have some guys that have to step up at that position. Defensively, I think we returned about 6 out of the 11. Turned back, so it's kind of one of those years where we got probably about half back, half not. It's kind of a normal year.
Coach Hopson, what did A&T do that you didn't expect that allowed Cohen? I think they have him down here for 300 yards.
Nothing. He's a good football player. A couple of times, they ran a few stretch plays, and he's just a dynamic back. A couple times we had him hemmed up. He stuck his foot in the turf and changed directions, and all of a sudden he made a play. Just again, give him credit. He is a dynamite football player, and all the credit goes to him and their offensive unit.
1 or 2 more questions? Up front first.
Okay. Coach, 6 minutes remaining in the fourth, you all tied it up with that fake field goal. If you could just go into that play a little bit and tell us what went into that and what you were thinking in that moment.
Well, 6 minutes to go, you're getting close to the end of the ball game. So we said, 3 points, we're still down by 4, and we still need a touchdown to win. So, we just thought that was probably the smart move.
Last question.
Hey, Coach, tackling seemed to be an issue today, especially after the title game you guys played.
I'd say you're exactly right, Anthony. I would agree with you 100% on that.
Just what led to that?
We didn't tackle very well. Maybe we should have done some more full speed tackling. You get late in the year, and I think sometimes these guys have been beat up for 12, 13 weeks. That's a long season. Your body takes its toll. But looking back, probably should have had a few more maybe to the ground tackling days, because we certainly didn't tackle today. And that's as much my responsibility as anybody's responsibility. So we'll live and learn from that, and hopefully we'll get better.
All right, Coach Hopson, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the great season.
Okay, thanks guys, appreciate it.